Can I complete every last attraction in Magic Kingdom in just 10 hours? I sure hope I can. Why don't you guys come along? Let's go make some memories together. Welcome back, everybody. I'm out here bright and early at the Magic Kingdom to complete my next Disney World challenge. I'm going to attempt to do every ride, show, and attraction in the Magic Kingdom in just one day. Tonight is a Halloween party, which means I only have until 6 p.m. to complete my challenge before I get kicked out. Couple of rules to my challenge. Number 1, no Genie Plus or individual Lightning Lane purchases. Doing this entirely by standby with the exception of virtual queue for Tron, because that's the only way to ride it without purchasing it. And number 2, no character meet and greets, streetmosphere, parades, stage shows, anything like that. Halloween parties are usually seen as a waste of a ticket because of their shorter hours, but I'm here to call their bluff and show you guys just how much I can truly get done in one day with the lower crowds. Magic Kingdom opens in just under half an hour. I've got my plan of attack. I hope you guys are ready. Let's go complete Magic Kingdom. Now, I want to try and do Jungle Cruise for my first attraction today, and that's because resort guests have early entry for the park, but they have access to Tomorrowland and Fantasyland, which means Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Space Mountain are going to be the most popular attractions right now. Jungle Cruise always has a very high wait, and it remains high the entire day. So if I can beat everyone over there, I can get it done for everyone else. I don't remember the last time I actually rope drop. Like there is nobody here. All right, we are off and headed to the Jungle Cruise for our first attraction of the day. I also do have the virtual queue for Tron, which I got group 8 this morning. It's a little earlier than I wanted because I don't want to do a whole lot of back and forth today. I want to try and complete each land as I go. Jungle Cruise is a voyage through the rivers of Africa and Asia, where you see wild animals in their natural habitat and try and survive the witty jokes of your skipper.
Anyways, well, hello everyone and welcome to the world famous Jungle Cruise. My name is Skipper Patty. Quick boat orientation for you before we get underway. Before we get underway.
Backside of water. First attraction of the day complete. We are done with Jungle Cruise. My virtual queue for Tron was also called, but I have about an hour, I guess 50 minutes at this point, to go and respond to it. I'm hopping in line for Magic Carpets of Aladdin now, which has a 5-minute wait. I want to try to do outdoor attractions as early as possible in case we do get bad weather. So that way, when it does rain, when and if it does rain, I can save indoor attractions and shows for that time period. Being smart today. Magic Carpets of Aladdin is one of a handful of Dumbo clones here in Walt Disney World. This one is, as the name suggests, Magic Carpets. I think we'll pick this carpet. I like the colors of it. Magic Carpets of Aladdin done. We're gonna head over to the Treehouse next and knock that one out. And then I think I'm gonna head back to Main Street USA because not only am I gonna meet up with my friend Savannah, but I need to do Main Street Vehicle. And I hope those are out by now. It's maybe my only thing today with an absolute 0 wait. Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse is a treehouse, as the name implies. It's not a ride, it's more of like a walking tour. It technically is an attraction because you can come and look at things based off the old film, which I think is getting a reboot, called Swiss Family Robinson. It's not the most exciting attraction, and it is a physical thing since you're walking up flights of stairs to climb a tree, but it does count. So that's why I'm doing it. Nothing like getting my steps in first thing in the morning. The humidity mixed with climbing, not a good mix. But I do have a great view of the castle and Tron and Space Mountain. Gorgeous. Let's keep going. And finally headed back down. Well, that was nice and easy. And another one off of our list. So I forgot to mention earlier, my attraction list is slightly altered today because not only is Tiana's Bayou Adventure not open yet for another year and a half or so, which I wasn't counting to begin with, but the Liberty Bell Steamboat is down for a refurb. I think today is the last day for it. So unfortunately it does open tomorrow, but that means we won't be riding it today. So that is one less attraction we'll have to do. Also, for my Main Street vehicle completion, I'm only counting one of them. I'm not counting every single one because I don't know which ones are gonna be out, and that would just be too much work. Kind of like the railroad, when I do the railroad today, I'm just doing one stop. I'm not doing the full wraparound. But we're only 30 minutes into today, and I've already gotten one of the biggest ticket attractions done and two of my lesser attractions. So I'm not doing too bad. I'm enjoying myself. I do see the omnibus out, and I hope they haven't already fully loaded, because I'm gonna go jump on that. It's not the vehicle I thought I'd see today. I thought I would see like the little fire truck or any of the other little ones, not the omnibus. So I'm kind of excited. Oh, they're actually taking off, dang it. Yeah, unfortunately that is the only vehicle that's out right now unless the other ones are up near the Castle Hub, because it is a one-way trip. So it means I will have to wait. Not ideal. We don't want to wait for anything today. All right, change of plan with the Main Street vehicles. Omnibus went backstage and two others came out, but they went down Main Street and didn't pick anybody up. So I've already wasted enough precious time waiting for those cars. We're gonna go ride Tron now because our virtual queue ends in about 20 minutes and I just need to get that done. Tron Light Cycle Run is the newest attraction here at Walt Disney World. This is a motorcycle style roller coaster that has a launch, goes outside, goes inside. It's a very cool ride, very short, but I think it's a ton of fun. It is also only virtual queue, which means there's no standard standby. You either have to wake up at 7 a.m. from anywhere and join the virtual queue, or join from 1 p.m. once you're inside the park, or pay for the individual lightning lane. I managed to get the 7 o'clock one for group 8, which is very early, which hopefully means we can get on and off very quickly. Even with virtual queue, there's been times where I've had to wait about an hour to ride this, but that's on a normal day, not on a party day like today. So hoping that this only takes maybe 15, 20 minutes. All right, we are on and off Tron in less than 15 minutes, which was wonderful. Space Mountain is also at a 15-minute wait, which is likely going to be shorter than that. Tomorrowland gets very busy, especially things like Buzz Lightyear and Astro Orbiter. There's normally have a very long wait, either because they're very popular or because they have a really low load time. But we've got 4 attractions done in our first hour. Also, I say we because my friend Savannah and I finally met up. Space Mountain is an indoor roller coaster here at Magic Kingdom. It's a Magic Kingdom Classic. It's actually a Magic Kingdom Original. Zips you through space at only 27 miles an hour, so it always feels faster than it actually is. Space Mountain also has a semi-single rider line that we are going to attempt to utilize, even though we are a party of 2, because they can split us up and get us on the coaster faster. Then that's the most ideal thing. Savannah and I actually got separated into each different side of the single rider. She went to Lightning Lane side, so she may actually be done before I am. But I'm already up here, I'm waiting to be sorted, and then we'll be done with Space Mountain. Space Mountain done and dusted. We actually, even though we got split up, got to ride on the same run through. Do you think that you won? Of course. Of course she did. Well, Space Mountain is complete, which is another big ticket attraction that potentially could have a high wait today, and we waited less than 10 minutes for the entire thing. I think the walk out of here is gonna be longer than the actual Space Mountain ride itself. Up next, we're going to go on the Astro Orbiter, which sits above the People Mover station. This is our second Dumbo style attraction of the day. But this one is unique as it takes you high into the sky above Tomorrowland. One of the biggest issues with this attraction is the loading style, because you need to take an elevator upstairs, has very limited capacity, and can lead to some very long wait times. Although with Astro Orbiter, not the fastest wait time, about 15 minutes on and off the attraction. It's a little under 10 o'clock, about 9:45. We've done 6 attractions so far. We're gonna hit up Buzz because it's at a 5-minute wait, and then we might leave Tomorrowland to go back down Main Street because we did see the Main Street vehicles running again. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin is a shooter-style omni-mover attraction, has vehicles kind of similar to Haunted Mansion where it doesn't stop moving. You travel through Planet Zurg, shooting all the different targets to try and get the highest score possible, which is Galactic Hero 999999. Abysmal as always, but good job, you won. Buzz is complete, not the fastest moving attraction, which is so strange because like Haunted Mansion, it does not stop moving. So why it took us 20 minutes to get through the entire thing is bewildering. However, we're done. We're gonna leave Tomorrowland, head back down Main Street, USA, try and hop on one of those cars because the vehicles are the one that I'm like really worried about today. There's just no set time for them. They could stop running at any point. I swear these Main Street vehicles are gonna be the death of me. It left Main Street, it took people down there, and it's not come back yet. We've been sitting here for like maybe 5-10 minutes. So gonna have to abandon that idea again. Not what I wanna do. But the train is here. We're gonna catch the train over to Frontierland, and we're gonna count the train and maybe do Big Thunder while we're over there. Main Street vehicles are stressing me out. The Walt Disney World Railroad is, of course, a train that takes you around to scenic areas of the park. There are 3 different stops total. This one is on Main Street, USA. There's one over in Frontierland and one in Fantasyland. Like I said, we are only going to count the trip from Main Street to Frontierland as our single attraction for the day. Otherwise, we'll be doing 3 different attractions. Very quick ride from Main Street, USA to Frontierland. Not my favorite route. My favorite is actually from here to Fantasy because it's nice and long and you get to go by Big Thunder. But since this is a numbers game and we're short on time, we had to do the shortest route. Now, Big Thunder Mountain is only a 15-minute wait, which could hopefully mean it's shorter than that. Maybe they're just inflating a little bit today. We're gonna go ahead and get that done since that's a big ticket attraction. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is the wildest ride in the wilderness. Hop aboard a runaway mine train through the wild frontier. If you folks are wearing hats or glasses, just remove them, because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness! Woo! Big Thunder Mountain Railroad done and dusted at a whopping 5-minute wait, which is wonderful. That was an attraction I was a little worried about in terms of wait time since it is a roller coaster. It's fun. Tom Sawyer's Island doesn't open up until 11. It's about 10:30 now. We still need to do Country Bears and the Frontierland Shooting Arcade. That technically does count. For Tom Sawyer's Island, I'm only counting the raft ride over there and back. I'm not gonna actually explore. And that means we can do all those while we're over here. That means we are done with this side of the park, aside from whatever we skipped in Adventureland, which is Pirates and Tiki Room. But first, water break. All right, let's go. Stay hydrated, kids. It's hot out. 4 minutes until the next Country Bears, but that does give us enough time to go over to the Frontierland Shooting Arcade, shoot a couple shots, and come back. Frontierland Shooting Arcade is an opening day attraction here in the Magic Kingdom. Not a ride, obviously, and shows just how old Magic Kingdom really is. This is a shoot the targets kind of like stationary thing. Used to cost $1 for like 35 shots. Ever since 2020, they made it free, and it's remained free, which is nice. All right, good enough. Definitely been the easiest attraction so far. Country Bear Jamboree is an audio animatronic show that features a handful of hilarious animatronic bears singing country tunes. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's actually quite hilarious, and I actually really, really love the show. All right, Country Bears check off of our list. Perfect timing. It just passed 11 o'clock, so we're gonna run over, hop on the raft for Tom Sawyer, and then make our way back over here. And then we're done with Frontierland. That was really easy. Tom Sawyer's Island is kind of an exploration trail slash playground for kids and I guess families to go and explore. Not my favorite thing to do. In fact, I've very rarely ever gone over there, but it is an attraction and we are gonna count the raft ride over there and not the actual exploration itself because that would take way too long. Bye. And we hop onto the island, only to turn around and now go back. Wait for us, don't leave without us. And we are back on dry land. And that's all of Frontierland. That was super easy. Pirates of the Caribbean is a Disney classic, often touted as one of the greatest attractions ever created. You enter a Spanish fortress and head down a waterfall back in time to the age of the pirates. You might even run into one Jack Sparrow. And Pirates is done, quite literally a 5-minute wait. Well, since we've only got one attraction left here in Adventureland with the Enchanted Tiki Room, we're just gonna do it. That way we don't have to come back. Enchanted Tiki Room is an audio animatronic show featuring birds and a South Seas tropical serenade. This is actually the first use of audio animatronics across the entire company, paving the way for many more audio animatronics to come. Alrighty, so Enchanted Tiki Room is done and Adventureland is done. It is 12 o'clock. We have 6 hours left. We haven't touched any of Fantasyland yet or Liberty Square, and we've only done half of Tomorrowland. So the pressure is on. Cutting through the Adventureland and Frontierland little underpass to try and get ahead of the parade, which sounds like it's already kicked off. My hope is that people are here to watch the parade and not riding attractions. So hoping that we can go do Peter Pan's Flight. It's been at about a 40-45 minute wait all day, so that's not ideal, but we have to do it. And I'd rather get it done before 4 o'clock when all the party guests get here. Also, the steamboat is out, but they still list it as being refurbished. So I think it's just there for scenic value. I hope that's actually not available because that's actually gonna throw a wrench in our plan because I wasn't planning on doing that. Never mind, we're actually gonna do Small World. That's only a 10-minute wait. It's a Small World is the happiest cruise that ever sailed. You hop aboard a boat, sail around the world, for children from every nation, sing everyone's favorite Disney Park song. All right, It's a Small World is complete. Our first Fantasyland attraction. That's 15, so we are a little less than halfway. But I think we're making decent timing. We're gonna head over to Mansion next because that was the 13-minute wait, which means it's a walk-on. I hope that's accurate still. Haunted Mansion is an Omnimover dark ride that takes place in, you guessed it, a Haunted Mansion. It is arguably the most popular, probably most famous Disney attraction. For 999 happy haunts, welcome you inside, but there's always room for one more. All right, Mansion is checked off of our list. Definitely longer than a walk-on. I think they just hadn't updated from the parade ending in Frontierland, so everyone rushed over here as soon as the parade was moved. But I think we're gonna go back into Fantasyland and try and knock out some of the smaller attractions in there. Things like the Carousel and Mad Tea Party, just because those have been kind of a 5-minute wait all day, and I'd rather start beefing up those numbers rather than worry about the longer time stuff. Honestly, not much to say about a Carousel. It's pretty straightforward, but they play some really cute Disney tunes while you ride. And that was the Carousel. We have hit 17 attractions now as of that one, and it just hit 1 o'clock. So we are halfway through our day with 5 hours left in the park. So I'm gonna go over to PhilharMagic and see how long it is to the next show. And if it's a short wait, we'll go ahead and do it. If not, we'll probably head over and do maybe like Pooh next. I don't know. The shows, I think, that's what's gonna kill me today. Mickey's PhilharMagic is a 3D show attraction that has Mickey trying to conduct his orchestra with Donald intervening, causing chaos. It's a nice little medley of Disney tunes. It's good and nostalgic. All right, PhilharMagic done. Didn't have to wait too long for that one. Since I don't want to backtrack a whole lot, I'm gonna go see what Enchanted Tales with Belle looks like. Enchanted Tales with Belle is a character interaction show / meet and greet of sorts, mostly designed for children, but it's where you get to go and meet Belle in her cottage, retelling the story of Beauty and the Beast. It's cute, kids get to interact with Belle, get to take pictures, act in the show. It's not my favorite, but I still like it. Surprise!
What a wonderful surprise.
All right, Enchanted Tales with Belle is complete. Someone switched those cast members to decaf. They were very energetic. I don't know if it's because I've been here for a long time and I'm tired, but whew. Also, that show was far shorter than I remember it being. You spend most of your time, I feel like, waiting for everyone to take their picture, and you can't just like leave. So I wish I could have like left at that point to continue on, but I had to sit through probably like 5-7 minutes, people getting their photos taken. Also, I feel like I waited longer for the show than the show was actually worth. Anyways, we're done. We're moving on. Up next, we're gonna do Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid, which is 5 minutes. Little Mermaid is an Omnimover style dark ride, just like Haunted Mansion, but obviously not scary, except for Ursula, she's in there. But it just retells the story of Little Mermaid. Very simple, straightforward. It's actually one of my favorite dark rides. All right, Little Mermaid is complete, short and simple. There was water that spilled in our seat though, so butts are a little wet. That's okay, it's whatever, it's fine. It wasn't our water. I don't know whose it was. May not have even been water. I don't know. But speaking of water, we need to go over to the Storybook Circus because the Casey Jr. Splash and Soak is technically an attraction. I'm not gonna go run around in it for so long. I'm just gonna go get a little wet and call it good. Plus over here there is Dumbo and the Barnstormer, and those also have had very short waits all day, so we are catching up. Casey Jr. Splash and Soak is a little splash pad, obviously designed for children. I am clearly not the target audience for this, but for the sake of the challenge, I'm gonna go run through the water and call it a day. Oh my gosh, there is so much water over here. Everything is spitting. All right. Okay. One more for the sake of it. Spray me. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. All right. We're wet. We're done. We did this one. We're trying to get out of here, but things keep spraying at us. All right. Barnstormer's next. The Barnstormer is a kiddie coaster starring Goofy as everyone's favorite daredevil. So we're gonna fly a plane the Goofy way. That seems safe, right? And we're done with Barnstormer. You didn't like it? Oh, I like Barnstormer. And because we're right next to it, up next is Dumbo. Now I would say Dumbo is a Dumbo style attraction, but it is the Dumbo style attraction. Just like Magic Carpets of Aladdin and the Astro Orbiter, you ride a flying object high in the sky. This one's just like the penultimate one. This is the one that you come to Disney World for. Well, that was Dumbo, and we're officially done with Storybook Circus. So we're gonna head over to Mad Tea Party for our next attraction. We still have like 10 attractions left, I believe. I think that's what our count is at now, and it's about 2:30. I'm feeling very pressured for time because a lot of what we have left is gonna be long stuff, but park hack, if you're across the threshold for an attraction at 5:59, they have to let you on, unless obviously something goes wrong with it. If it's 6 o'clock, at that point, they'll be like, sorry, we're closed. So if we can time either like Peter Pan's Flight or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at that 5:59 threshold, even if we are technically kicked out of the park at 6, we're in line for an attraction. So that's kind of the plan for one of those two. Mad Tea Party is a spinner style attraction. It's the teacups. Everyone knows this. That was not quite a 5 minutes. That was more of a 3 minutes. Let's go for, we'll go for this one right here. And I compromised with Savannah that I wouldn't spin it. So we're just gonna let it run. I think we're gonna go do Pooh next. I still need to do a Main Street vehicle. The parade starts in 15 minutes and I'm obviously not gonna run it for that. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that one. I'm feeling very nervous about that one because every chance I've had to go do it, it's not there. And now that we're getting later in the day and people are gonna start showing up for the party, they're not gonna run it. I'll check one last time if I can, but I think that might be the one that does me in on my challenge. The Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is another classic Magic Kingdom dark ride that takes you the story of Pooh and friends. Very simple, straightforward. It's super duper cute. I love Pooh, I love Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, the whole gang. And this is just a really fun and relaxing ride. All right, well that was Winnie the Pooh. We are done with that one, which means we only have 2 rides left in Fantasyland, Seven Dwarfs and Peter Pan. Seven Dwarfs is supposed to 30. I don't think that's accurate, so we're gonna hop in line now and then save Peter Pan's flight for that 5:59 queue crossing one. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is one of the most popular attractions here in the Magic Kingdom, if not the most popular. Even at like 10 plus years old, it still draws a huge crowd. It's a Snow White themed roller coaster that kind of semi-replaced the Snow White Scary Adventure attraction once New Fantasyland opened. I think it's fun. I think it's a relatively short attraction, but it's enjoyable and it's something I don't get to do very often because it's normally an hour plus wait every single day. And that was Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. About a 30-minute wait, which was not ideal, but it was at least what it was posted. So we're essentially done here in Fantasyland, except for Peter Pan's flight. You guys know what we're doing with that. So we're gonna head over to Tomorrowland and finish out that. We're gonna do Speedway first. It's been a very weird 25 all day. I don't know why. Tomorrowland Speedway is an opening day gas-powered go-kart style car driving attraction that is mostly enjoyed by children who cannot drive real cars in real life. All right, Speedway is complete. Not the most exciting attraction, but we did it. It did truly take about half an hour to get through all of that, including the attraction itself, because they're only running one side. I don't know if there's just like a car stall and they can't move it, but also it just took a long time because children are driving and they're not good drivers. The amount of times I wish I could just go around, but you can't because you're stuck. But we still have a few more attractions here in Tomorrowland. We're at about an hour and a half till the park closes. I think we should go do People Mover next because it's our final outdoor attraction, because the sky's getting a little ominous now, which means if there's lightning in a 10-mile radius, all outdoor attractions close. So if we can go do that, that means we don't have to worry about anything but indoor stuff after that. The Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover, AKA just the People Mover, is a relaxing ride around Tomorrowland. Get to look at the sights and the sounds and attractions. It's actually one of my favorite attractions in all of Walt Disney World. People Mover complete? Well, now we're headed over to Carousel Progress because that closes in 20 minutes, so we have to prioritize that first. The park is getting very crowded because since it's after 4, all of the party guests are showing up. However, nothing we need to do aside from Peter Pan's flight is going to be something they're going to go flock to. Walt Disney's Carousel Progress is a rotating theater show that Walt Disney himself helped create. Longest running theater show in American history because it quite literally never stops. follows the family throughout the 20th century and the evolution of technology. This is also one of my favorite attractions in all of Walt Disney World. All right, that was Carousel of Progress. We made it just in time. The attraction just closed down because it's 5:05 now. We're heading towards Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor for our final attraction here in Tomorrowland. Then we're gonna run over Hall of Presidents and then over to Peter Pan's Flight. Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor is an improv comedy show that requires audience participation. It is quite truly hilarious. These actors and comedians think very quickly on their feet. However, it is incredibly nauseating to me to go on this attraction because I never want to be the person picked to be in the show. So going on this is terrifying.
But everybody else, raise your hand if you know where you live.
Hands up, don't be shy.
Okay, really, this should be everybody that knows where they live.
Right?
Yeah, I would think.
I am from Lake Hiawatha, New Jersey.
New Jersey. Of course. I know New Jersey real well.
You do?
It is an enormous volcanic iceberg floating on the west coast of the cliffs of Lasagna. And it is famous for the Eiffel Tower.
Your Danny is like, he's close.
No, not at all.
Next!
All right, Monsters, Inc. done, which means Tomorrowland is done. So we completed another land. But I have a problem. It's raining. I have 30 more minutes of park being open, so I need to run over to Liberty Square as fast as I can and hopefully get in line for Hall of Presidents. My concern with Hall of Presidents is that it's a very long show. It's probably 25 minutes long. My issue is that I don't know where they're at with the previous show before they let me in. So I am hopefully going to get there with enough time to walk right in. Oh God, okay, I need to put my poncho on. As you guys can tell, I am not in line for Hall of Presidents. I'm at Peter Pan's Flight. And that's because the Hall of Presidents final showing was at 5:45, meaning I wouldn't have left that attraction until after 6. So I decided to sacrifice it and prioritize Peter Pan's Flight. Peter Pan's Flight is one of the most popular attractions in all of Walt Disney World. It's a classic dark ride retelling the stories of Peter Pan, but instead of a normal ride vehicle, you're suspended from the ceiling in a pirate ship, which probably adds to how long it takes. Well, friends, I'm officially getting kicked out of Magic Kingdom. It is 6:30, took about 40 minutes to get through Peter Pan, and that ends today's challenge. Unfortunately, I didn't beat it, but I got so close, unfairly close, because the only one I truly missed was Hall of Presidents, because I went down to Main Street Vehicles twice, and it pulled away from me twice, and I never saw them back, and I was nervous to go back down there because the times aren't listed in the app, so it's a gamble. But I'm incredibly proud of myself. I got everything done in the Magic Kingdom with the exception of 2 attractions in 10 hours, and I'm beat. This was a ton of fun though. It's so satisfying to run around like crazy and get a ton of stuff done and just feel like a completionist. It feels really good. I also want to thank Savannah for coming along with me because she kept me very entertained and kept me hydrated. I didn't eat or drink much today because I was so focused on doing this challenge, which is not healthy. Don't take my advice and do that. But let me know in the comments, what challenge do you guys want to see me take on next? If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys like our video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so you guys get updates on all of our future adventures. And as always, thanks for making memories with us. I've been Adrian. I will see you next time. I'm exhausted.